around talking about unity.
Timm Walker.
Hey, Mr.
Okay, there we
Walker,
go.
man.
What's going on, Randy?
Man, you're looking extra funkified.
I love it, brother.
Looking good, brother.
How you guys been, man?
Oh man, we're good, bro.
Man.
Yeah,
Y'all surviving?
yeah. We were, today was a bit bizarre because the sun is like you can't even see the sun.
I know.
It feels like it's 9 o'clock at night.
I woke up at 10 o'clock and I was trying to go back to sleep because I thought it was like 5 a.m. or something.
Yeah.
And I looked at the clock. I was like, "Are you kidding me?"
Yeah.
I missed the whole
Amazing.
day.
Beautiful, but ashy out in Pleasant Hill, Concord, Martinez.
Yeah.
It's looking great. It's really crazy. The streets are
weird.
just really ashy. It's
man.
tripping.
I feel like you could get cancer on your way over to the studio.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
Man, I put my mask on around the complex today, actually, because the first time, man, it was really bad.
Hey, so son, great to see you guys. First of all, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna start this Pro Tools session.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
That's good. Yeah, please do, man.
And just go ahead and record the audio.
Yeah.
So this stuff is my interface is connected to Zoom anyway. So that's what you guys are doing.
Yeah. We're all we're recording too. We got our mics and we're all recording into. Well, I'm doing Reason, but.
Hey, guess what, you guys?
What's that?
Tim, did you know that you're on the Bay Legend show right here at Notes Music Academy? I just thought I might add that before.
I see, man. And I'm much intimidated too, by the way.
No, man, you looking good, man. You looking good. I want to hear some bass, man. Now we can get you playing live bass, thumping.
What? We ain't doing all that.
Oh man, we'll see. I'm like, I got my I'm gonna be doing some stuff like this.
Have you guys got that thing where you can link us all together?
No, but I
don't have that.
I found it.
Yeah.
Hey, I got an egg, bro.
Hey, well, it's getting.
We can do the egg.
So let's get into it. So
let me go ahead and start the audio here. Hang on a second.
Yeah. We rolling though, right, Simon?
Yeah, we're rolling our end. Yeah.
Our show is on the pod.
Yeah.
And it's casting.
Okay, I just started the audio, and it looks like it's working, so we're good.
All right, so I want first of all, welcome to the.
So then you guys will be able to.
Okay.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say welcome.
I said you guys will be able to place your audio in. Right.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we're all good. We're gonna get your audio afterwards. You can just send it to us.
Gotcha.
So this is a new thing for us. This is our first test. We don't know, and there's obviously a delay. So we're going to do our best to get through the interview. But we really wanted to bring Timm Walker on. This is one of the Bay legends who's been doing this for a long time. He and I cut our eye teeth over at Eli's Mile High Club. And
which Randy don't know nothing about.
Oh no, that was we're talking about going way back.
Oh. Yeah, that's true. I didn't know about you guys, but I've been knowing about that Bo-Funk for a while.
Oh yeah, Bo-Funk, and we're going to talk about all those guys. We're going to talk about all of it. But first I wanted to say, were you born here in the Bay?
No, I wasn't. I was born in South Carolina.
Wow, I didn't know.
Grew up in gospel music.
I know. Well, you could hear it in your playing. I know that's going on. So
yeah.
Hey, and how did you get over here? Like, what prompted you to come over here to the Bay?
I joined the Navy very early in life, at 17, actually. And
okay.
I always wanted to come to California, man, ever since I was a little kid.
Okay, so you traveled a lot, I imagine. You traveled with the Navy a lot. And then
actually, the Navy was my ticket to get here.
Wow.
Gotcha. Okay. And how long did you spend in the Navy?
6 years.
Woo! Go ahead.
Six long years.
I was going to say, we respect you for your service and thank you for your service.
Yeah, thank you, brother. Hey, now were you playing in the band there?
I actually did get to do a couple of shows with a show band that was on the ship that I was on.
Nice.
And that was actually kind of what kind of got me into doing covers, which I subsequently went away from. But I started doing a lot of covers with those guys.
And so you were doing that. And how old were you when you came over at this point?
I was 19 when I came to.
Wow.
I had to get my parents' permission to join the military.
Wow.
And I was 19 when I got transferred out here.
That is amazing. And were you on a certain base over here? And then
yeah, NAS Alameda, California.
oh yeah, I know it all too well. Yeah, I know it too well. That's amazing. So then you got acclimated with the Bay, and when did you start, like, playing in the clubs and playing, start meeting all the cats?
Well, you actually saw that, like,
that was
happen before your eyes. It was at Eli's. I started going over to Eli's probably in the late 1980s.
Correct.
Mm.
Yeah.
And started meeting all the old blues cats there. Started training with Lewis Madison and Ed Butler, Troy's Key, and the gang.
Oh man!
And, from there, I basically met all the people I play with now. I've met through Eli.
You're right. Well, so who was the guitar player we played with? Was it Steve that just passed away a couple years ago? Maybe 7 years ago. Who was that guy? He was playing guitar and at Eli's, and we brought him on our show at Vinny's, and I know he passed away.
Gannon, yes.
Steve Gannon.
Steve
What a
Gannon.
monster. So
he taught me a lot too.
I'm telling you, man. And I was telling someone about Beverly Stovall, who was this.
Right.
She was.
I know you learned a lot from her, man.
Oh,
I can still hear her in your play, bro.
Oh man.
Definitely.
Oh yeah. Yeah. She had a signature lick.
That's a compliment.
Yeah,
yes.
She has her signature licks, and
mm-hmm.
she was the one that, I was only maybe I want to say 15, 16, and they allowed me to go into Eli's.
Mm-hmm.
And we won't talk too much about what was the shenanigans going on in Eli's, but there was.
No, let's talk about it. That's interesting. No, I'm just kidding. That's some interesting things that happened there, for sure.
This is kind of reminded me of the Mountain Jacks, when you're saying, like, I remember sneaking in there to hear Mark Russo and, Mick Mestick and Dave Matthews. I mean, it was Steph Burns. I mean, this legendary right there in Lafayette, Walnut Creek.
There. Yeah.
And, but
heavy cats come out of this area, man. Heavy cats.
Heavy cats. So now tell me how you got, I know you did some stuff with Elvin Bishop. Now, what was the process in getting into that group? I mean, he's an interesting cat. Really.
Yeah, he is. Very instrumental, and he was one of the first one of the first interracial bands.
Right.
With, in the groups that he grew up with.
Nice.
So, he was a big influence on just my approach to production.
Yes.
He probably doesn't even realize. One of the main things he said to me, just remember that when you're playing, you're also producing.
Right.
And that just kind of stuck with me, man. I'm like, wow, I just really never thought of that.
Well, so was there a like?
But he was in the Paul Butterfield band, which was one of the first interracial bands.
Oh, okay. So now how did you get did you just someone recommend you, or did you have to go audition?
Yes, I got a recommendation through Ian Lamson.
Okay.
And Ed Early also was instrumental in helping me get in that band. And I toured with them for 4 years, almost 5 years.
So this is what I'm talking about. Like these young musicians out there, I was trying to let them know that your ego can get in the way. You have to be, really personable and be able to work with people. And this is what happens. And people will lift you up and pull you up the ranks if you have respect and you're easy to work with. If you don't, this is, so almost the common thing on this show is everyone who has made it in this business has been people who are easy to work with, who have respect for others. So that's a big lesson right there. That's a teachable moment right there. So
absolutely.
Humble.
Yeah, be humble, man. Be humble, because those famous people, now they may not be humble, but we won't go there.
But you have to be.
I kind of picked something up earlier with you, Tim, saying like what you were talking about, like when you said, I still playing with the same cats today. And that, what that said to me? That said, he met these guys first and he's still playing with them today. That says that's huge.
Yes,
that you're still friends.
Yes.
Because a lot of us, a lot of times we do get into jams, and for some reason or another, it just isn't the right situation. And,
right.
You gotta, but man, that's beautiful.
And it's not always, roses and hugs and kisses. But you learn,
and it's not
You learn how to, accept other people's, issues as well as they accept yours.
Very diplomatic put. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yep.
so that said, let's kind of steer over to another thing you kind of mentioned, production, because you are a professor in production. I mean, you teach at colleges, which, by the way, I did not know that all the way up. Like as long as I've known you, until you kind of went, yeah, well, you can come and record at the college I teach at. I say, what do you mean college? Right. Like this brother is. Yep. You got a master's degree in this.
I do. So in music production and promotion.
That's beautiful.
Unreal.
Man.
Yeah, unreal. So how long have you been doing that and teaching that?
Been teaching for almost 17 years.
Hey.
And I got my master's degree from SF State.
Beautiful.
And yeah, but you know what though, man, over the course of all this time doing it, I am just recently starting to get it.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? It just there's just so much information, and the world of audio is evolving so much daily that it's just kind of hard, to keep track of all the new innovations, man. But I kind of go back to the basics every time, when I'm doing production. Mm-hmm. Get your EQ right. Get first of all, get your input right, get your levels right.
Yes.
And, from there, EQ, a little compression. I try to be a minimalist when it comes to production.
I agree.
Nice.
Would you say that a lot of people use compression as just a little too much in this business?
Way too much.
Yeah, they just, a lot of the new records, and no disrespect, because I've heard some great ones, but we're so used to listening to MP3s, and so they're squashed. Right. And so you don't hear any dynamics. What we all grew up.
No dynamics.
No dynamics. Just straight dead, just deadline, just straight. And and I know the experience of listening to a live band with dynamics is just something that we don't hear much, like the Earth, Wind, and Fires. But I thank God we have D'Angelo.
I mean, even our approach to recording, I'm sure you do the same thing. Right. Yeah. I'm sure you kind of use the same approach with, live instruments more so than.
I'm all about the live instruments. Yeah.
Sample stuff.
Yeah. Now you have a group called Bo Funk.
Yes. And featuring Michael Jeffrey.
That's right. Okay. Well, hey, we got to give him props. He's a great singer.
Yeah. That's how we got to say it.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Hey, right. Give him props. Now,
that's all right. No.
I know there was
a bad boy.
Much.
I love seeing him with Tower of Power.
You've had some incarnations. You've had other singers in that group before, Michael Jeffries, right?
Yeah, I had a singer by the name of Keith Brown who moved up to the Seattle area.
That was it.
You know Keith? You know Keith, Randy. Okay.
Of course I do. I thought that was his last name. I was telling Simon I think it was Keith Brown. But man, Keith is a great singer,
what a bad boy he was, man. And his training, I think his training was kind of more in classical, believe it or not. Wow. Don't quote me on that, but I think he got some training in classical, and he actually started singing with a Latin group at one point too.
Wow!
Yeah,
Keith
very versatile.
Very versatile, nice guy.
Yes,
man, what a voice!
Oh man, he did have a great, or he does have a great voice.
Yes, he does.
Sure does, man. And you've also had different guitar players you were working with, Ian Lamson for a while. Mm-hmm. And you've had, just different. It happens.
Frank Acosta.
Yeah, you just kind of move around, and you have your guy now is Frank Acosta, right?
Frank Acosta on the guitar, indeed.
Yeah, another bad boy.
Another bad boy. And trying to get the right unit for funk.
Yes.
I think is more challenging than putting together any other kind of music.
Yeah, and you got Captain Crunch Funk Wilson.
Wilson! What you call it? Captain Crunch Funk?
I said Captain Crunch Funk Wilson Pickett looking.
Brooks. And of course, it all starts from the drums, as you know, Randy.
Oh yeah, man.
Without the right guy on the drums for funk, man, you're dead in the water.
I've just, I got to say, I've grown to love Wilson, man. He's a good man, and I just dig him, man. Funky, and he's funny. Always, smiling and stuff.
And I don't know, you guys
and he'll break a prayer out on your butt.
Absolutely.
Too, and he's all right. I'm telling you.
For the first time, man, just the other day, if you look behind me here, I recorded drums way back in that bedroom back there.
Yeah. Yeah, but you know,
and
yeah,
piped them into this room,
call.
which is my studio. Man,
Thanks
it's just amazing the sound that you can get, man, just right in your home.
Yeah, I'd sure like to see that one day. Thanks for the
call. You'll hear it. Definitely.
Hey, yeah.
Well, hey,
I've never seen that room, Tim.
If you don't mind less than ideal accommodations, by all means, man, come on over.
Oh, that's the story of our lives.
This is certainly less than ideal.
Just don't tell Wilson because he gets jealous, you know. You start cooking all kinds of food and get all nervous and stuff.
Yeah, so that's great. So you did. Now you wrote most of the music in Bo-Funk, right?
So far, but I'm constantly encouraging guys to contribute, and we're trying to get Lorenzo Hawkins, who has kind of an outside way of thinking and musically, trying to get him to get involved in writing, and I'm trying to encourage everybody to get involved.
Man. Well, it's something that doesn't really, I've been in bands like my band. I think they all write music, but they don't. Writing full, complete songs is a big deal. It's a very hard thing to do. It's not. Some people are very prolific at it, and some people it takes years to finish an idea.
That's right.
So, yeah.
I feel blessed that I stuff comes to me, the muse visits me, and I do it. But man, I have cats who are so gifted musically, but they don't write. Right.
Yeah.
So, I can name so many cats like that, man, and we won't go into that. But to me, man, I'll be honest, man, and not to try to put anybody down or anything, but it's actually kind of sad in a way,
right?
To live your life just doing covers.
Yeah.
Well, that too, but I mean, but not to get out what we're all feeling. And
that's what I'm saying.
Man, to not write one song but play a million.
Right.
It always tripped me out, man. And because man, I mean, like Simon, man, the reason kind of like I'm here right now is because homeboy was calling me up saying, man, I remember your tracks were so dope. And I was like, dude, that was like, 20 years ago.
Right. But you're still writing, right?
Well, no, I haven't done anything, but I did dump up some stuff from about 10 years ago that still sounds pretty cool. We got some little theme song tracks out of it.
You going back and refreshing it and everything?
Oh, man. Hey, and no, we've been actually writing and playing live, like right on the spot, and it's been fun, bro. Bet. So we got to get you down.
If you're involved with Simon Russell, I got to say this, man. I saw a video of Simon the other day, man. It just hit me. I was like, dude, of all the cats that I trained with, came up with through Eli's, all that stuff, Simon he reached way above, And I saw him playing with this little trio, I think.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, that guy has really expanded his knowledge.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'm still learning. I appreciate that.
Shout out to you, Simon. You're doing an incredible job, man.
Thank you, brother. Man. And I got mad love for you and everyone here at the show, man. Nothing but respect. And I think it's something that really says a lot. It's a family. It's a family. And we, and if more of us, if we had more of this mentality of really uplifting each other, because this is a rough game. It's a rough game, man. It's a rough game. We're still getting paid the same amount of money as they were back in the 20s. They have not given us raises, right? So we're over here. The economy is busting open, and we're still getting paid jack. So we got.
You know what? And right there, and Simon, right there, like I say, man, that's why somebody really needs to get us all together and figure out how we're going to arise above not only this whole musician thing, but the COVID thing on top of it, and how we should come together, man. The Bay Area needs to come together and like get some type of new commitment to each other, man. And like say, hey, we got to do this right this time, man, because we are worth way more. And look at all these cats touring all over the world, making records, cats like you that are teaching it, cats like Simon and me, even with doing what I did for 10 years. I mean, or 20 really, but you know what I mean? We all did this, man. We all give, man. And man, this is the time where we got to take all this energy now and figure out what to do with it. Because if somebody doesn't do it, guess what? We're going to be told.
Dude, our whole industry is under attack.
It is. It is, man. It truly is.
It really has kind of has caved in on itself. And,
Right.
you know, a lot of that's political too. I don't want to get into that.
Yeah.
But, you know, but the virus has basically collapsed our industry, man.
Yeah.
It has. All across the board.
We definitely need a plan. You know?
No, we do. And that's something that we hope will, you know, I'll just say
discover in November.
Yeah, exactly.
I think we got to start there first.
Right. We got to see a change. But even beyond that, there needs to be a sense of community, because if you look at any group of people who have arisen in this country, has been people who have taken care of each other, who have banded together and expanded their wealth together.
Right.
And that's the only way, because we can't wait for, I mean, I'll say it, we can't wait for reparations. They're probably not coming. So we have wealth that as a mass that we could get together. And I'm not talking about black and white. I'm just talking about if it's artists, if it's just people who are like-minded who say, hey, let's go open a school here, or let's go buy some land here.
Yeah, man.
Nothing's stopping us from that.
But let me open up another sore subject, which I'm sure you guys could talk more about than me. There also is kind of there's always a supply and demand thing when it comes to any industry.
Sure.
So on the demand side of things, I just want to offer this: how do we retrain? How do we train our young people? You feel me? Yeah. To appreciate music again. And this is no knock on anybody, what they do. You know, there's the industry of, you know, rap, hip hop and all that. But we kind of losing musicians. And I tell my students this all the time. We've kind of lost a generation of musicians to MIDI and sample-based production. So everybody just wants to create, but they don't want to learn an instrument. So my question is, how do we retrain our young people to appreciate instrumentalists again?
You know, Tim, I can say right now, we're doing it right now. Shows like this, you being the teacher for 17 years, Simon doing what he's doing for the last years, and man, this place is going to go beyond. You know what I mean? We got to keep this place on the map, because this is where we bring everybody together. You know what I mean? And we can have meetings here. We can have a lot of different things. So everybody keep in mind that Notes Music Academy is going down here. And
you guys are doing good work.
Show is going to pick up. It's going to spread love to everybody, man. We're so glad you're on today, brother.
Man, thank you guys for having me, man.
It's so good to see you, bro, because, man, you know how me and you are, man. It's always like, if it's in a gig, I'll be sitting on the throne playing.
This guy almost became Bo Funk's drummer too. The only reason he didn't is he didn't want to do it.
No, I didn't. I couldn't do it, man. I just told him.
No, I'm just kidding.
Time, man. I was so busy with that studio.
Hey, man, that was. I really was. It was sad to see that studio go, dude.
Oh, that was a great studio.
That was sad. You know? I think that was a big part of the music community you had over there, Randy.
Well, you know what? We're just doing it from here now. You know, Simon picked up I threw him the baton.
He's a lot of knowledge.
No better guy to carry it. I tell you that.
I know. And this place is beautiful, bro. And it's spacious. You know, you can come down and get the groove on.
I've been there. I've seen it.
Even with
you're going to be teaching out of here. We're going to have.
I hope to.
We're going to have Tim teaching out of here. So that's something we should mention, is that along with being able to go and get some college courses with him, he's going to be doing stuff like during the summer, you know, down on his downtime, where he'll be doing clinics here at Notes Music Academy, which I'm super excited about. We've been talking about it for about a year.
We'd love to do that.
And but you know, I wanted to get back into Tim's career, because I know, you know, he is, you know, I think about it, we've all played some of the most beautiful places and some of the grungiest places. You know, I don't know if you played in Time Out. There are some places I played at where you could get your butt shot.
I kind of vaguely remember that.
There were some places that literally.
That was in East Oakland, right?
Well, there was one in Concord. It was in the Concord area, and then
I can't remember.
Yeah, so there was, but there's just been clubs we played at where I'm like, I can't believe I made it through the night, because there was people, just straight gangsters in there, you know.
Straight.
But no matter what, we just go in there. We were just about the music. You know, we didn't care.
Right.
And then we played on some of the biggest stages the Bay has to offer all around the world. Now, when you were with Alvin Bishop, did you get to travel a lot with Alvin?
Absolutely. And I tell this story, man. It was one week where we were, it was a time period where we were kind of touring and opening for Buddy Guy. Nice. And at one point we were kind of opening up for George Thorogood. And there was one week, man, where I played the Mann Center in Philadelphia.
Nice.
The Greek Theater in Hollywood.
Wow.
And also the what's it called? The Hammerstein Ballroom in New York in the same week.
Damn.
So the crowds were large, great reception, all of that. But for me, man, it was more about touring with the guys. They're really nice guys. Bobby Cochran, Ed Early, Steve Willis. It was just nice cats, man. Great to be on the road with. We had a good time. It's great.
Mm-hmm.
We also opened for Night Ranger one time too.
Oh, no joke. No joke. So
believe it or not,
I have some stories about the guitar player from Night Ranger, but I won't go into them. But the beautiful thing is I know you also played with the Zydeco Flames, which is like
still do. 30 years later.
Yes, wow. And that's one heck of a group, man. Those guys have been doing it. Did you ever down Zydeco Flames? Is that the one that has Theory in it?
No, Andre has his own group. Andre has played with us before.
Okay,
but he has his own band.
Andre, yeah. So tell us a little about that. I mean, I love Zydeco music. It's just one of those uplifting types of.
It really is. And all the guys from the Flames I met through Eli's.
Okay.
When they asked me to join the band, they said, have you ever played Zydeco before? I didn't even know what the word meant. I had no idea what it was. And they said they already had a show booked, and our very first performance was at the Concord Pavilion.
Damn.
Very first hit we ever had.
Wow.
And that was by far the biggest stage I had played on at that point.
I know it was.
And it was, my knees was shaking, kind of like I am now. But it was just from there, man. It just kind of built. We played some super high profile shows like Bumbershoot in Seattle. And,
wow.
Man, kind of turned into a big thing.
No, it's a great group. It's really great. I think I've done maybe one or two Zydeco gigs in my career, and I can't remember the guy behind, but the timing of it was tricky. Could we talk about going to the 4, the 5? Is it like a lot of the
right? But
some of these songs, it would go to the 5 earlier than you would expect it to.
That's right. Yeah, there's like really 3 bar, 5 bar, right. 7 bar phrases.
I'm thinking I'm just gonna
be squirrely.
Yeah. I'm just thinking I'll just roll up in this, and oh my God, man, I was hanging on by my nails. They're going, he suddenly went to the 4, and it was on the weird. I was like, where the heck is? I could not hear the form, but
wow.
Nothing.
Good. I've been there too, brother.
Yeah. Or we've all done the blues gigs where so a lot of these young guys may not know this, but back in the day when you had like the John, all of the old cats, that used to play, they didn't have, it wasn't the 12 bar blues. It was whenever the heck they decided to go to the 4.
I mean, you're talking about John Lee
Hooker, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so you'd be sitting there going, and all of a sudden you're like, whoa, he went 6 bars. Whoa, now you just go.
You just kind of had to feel your way through, man.
You had to feel it. And I think that's where we got our ears.
Yes.
You really got to learn how to listen. But these guys were masterful storytellers, right?
Absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
how they looked at it, they were just telling stories. We're actually going, okay, well, we got 8 bars of this, and we're thinking technically,
right?
You got to listen.
And that really, robotic, and I won't say robotic, but just that regimented training.
Right.
And for funk, man, you kind of have to keep it simple in a way.
Right.
But sometimes you can offer a little bit of a twist. But we had one song on our latest record. It's called "Come Out," and it's about. Oops, you guys still there?
Yep, I'm here.
A song called "Come Out" that I wrote. It's about
Wait a minute. It just said it. Are you guys hearing me? Because it said.
I'm hearing you. Yeah, I saw that same thing.
Yeah, just click it off. Just click it off. We should.
Yeah, I just clicked it off.
Yeah, just click it off. I think we'll be good.
But we're cool just to keep rolling?
Yeah, let's keep going. Yeah.
Okay, good. Yeah, for sure.
And we can talk about something else because I forgot what I was saying.
I know.
Okay,
I do that too,
man. So let's do this. So let's talk. You were speaking of funk. You were working with, and brought me in on one of the funkiest drummers of all time, Ziggy.
This work with Zigaboo Modalise.
Zigaboo.
Yep.
Yeah.
I was touring with him for about 3 years.
No joke.
And when COVID hit, I kind of there's a project we was doing called the New Orchestra. Nice. And our last gig we did was down in San Diego area. And haven't done anything since then. Not sure what's going on with that, but it was a pleasure.
COVID.
Touring, learned a lot from Zigaboo, man. He knows his stuff. And probably some of my more eye-opening studio experiences was through him and with him, sitting in the studio with him. He's working on a new record now. And
Tim, how did that gig? How did you get pulled into that?
I met Zig through a mutual friend. And I went to a party at his house once. And we got to talking, first one thing led to another. Sure. And I told him about being involved in, Zydeco and, some of the New Orleans style stuff.
Great.
And we kind of hit it off, man.
Awesome.
Yeah.
He was I think one of the things I learned in the session, because you remember I was telling you how I lay my keyboards, I was laying it really late. And Zigaboo was saying he wanted his snare should be the latest thing in there. And that was a real eye-opener for me.
Interesting. I kind of remember that.
Because he wanted you to shove my stuff a little bit before and I was like, well, I laid it where I wanted it. But he heard it. And when I actually was thinking about it, that snare should be the last thing you hear in there.
Right.
And so it's like, these are like the scientific parts of funk that we don't, so
he brought in a live string section, man, for this session we was doing.
Damn.
And it was like 2 cellos and a couple violins. But and everything they would play, I was like, wow, that was incredible. Mm-hmm. And he would always say, do it again. I heard some little thing. I'd be like, what? Really? Right. And it just kind of, ears. Yeah, man. It seems like the higher you get, the more, meticulous and the more professional, the people are.
No, that's real, but that's how they go to that level.
That's how they got there.
Yeah, they got that level of excellence, I mean, you listen to the old meter stuff, it's funky as hell. I went to your concert. I went to go to see you at the, where was that at? I saw you at the, Freight and Salvage. Mm-hmm. I don't know if you knew I think I said hi to you after the show, but.
Yeah. Was that the night that my back was broke?
Yeah, you were in pain.
I was sitting down.
But you were playing guitar on that.
Oh, what?
Oh, yeah, I remember you said your back was out. Now, here's another thing we should mention about Tim, because we got to cover all the bases. Not only is he a phenomenal bass player, but he can sing his butt off, and he's one of the funkiest guitar players.
Thank you.
That's what I was going to bring up, because
he does it all,
right?
man.
You play guitar with Ziggy.
You guys are generous.
Well, I'm saying, no, don't piss me off. You probably can play the drums too, then.
Oh, he can.
I know. I remember that. I remember seeing him on the drum. This brother
can play a little bit.
Yeah, he used to just stop by. He'd be on his lunch break and come over and say, "Hey, Ram, where's the sticks at?"
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, he loved playing drums, man.
I got one pattern, bro. That's all I got.
Yeah, but still, you sound like a drummer, though. You do sound.
That was my first instrument, actually. That was my first
thing. It's one thing to be able to play a couple beats, but the sound convincing is another thing.
Right.
We appreciate you, man.
Man, appreciate you guys.
Yeah. So what's on the agenda for you now? I know are you back in teaching online? I mean, how are they working that whole thing out? Because no one's going to the actual.
It's mostly online classes now. My class won't begin again until the fall semester. Had low enrollment this semester.
Yeah.
And right now, I'm just doing project work, bro. I got several things going on. But here's one I got to mention that don't let me get emotional here. Back in the late 1990s, my best friend that died in 2003, we recorded a bunch of music that I never released.
Oh, wow.
It was like, it's one I won't, say, but the real reason I had not worked on it right away is because it was just too emotional for me to do the music.
Gotcha.
I couldn't sit there and I actually track and be, objective enough to record the thing correctly because I just lost my best friend, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But now finally, I am going to release this record after so many years, 10 songs.
Amazing.
I think like 6 of the songs were written by him. One I co-wrote with him, but 4 of the songs are Cape Verdean traditional African songs.
Wow.
And I can't wait till you guys hear this. It's like, it's really maybe the most important thing I ever released. You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
And it's simple music. It's not, it's not going to blow you away or anything. But it's just, when that was like a hole in my heart, dude. Lose.
Now, was this a
life.
musician, Tim?
He was a musician, a songwriter, and a guitar player. And a hell of a songwriter, as you will hear in a few days. I plan to actually drop this. I want to have it done and into the manufacturer by next week. So it's going to drop within the next couple of weeks.
That's beautiful.
Can't wait for you to hear.
I can't wait to hear that, man. I can't wait to
hear it. Great music.
Tim, is there like your website? Is there like, how can people get in touch with you?
Okay.
Check out your music.
So check this out. His folks are in control of his written music. So I have to wait for their word to release it to the public.
Oh yeah.
But certainly you guys are my friends. You will get a copy.
Yeah.
So,
no
worries.
I mean, in general, if somebody wants to hear your production work or your classes that you're giving,
absolutely.
Where can we send people?
Bofunk.com.
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 Now
there's a lot of my work on there.
Can you give us the proper spelling of that? Because it's not.
BEAUFUNK.
There we go.
BEAUFUNK.com.
That's right, man.
Thank you guys for.
And are you a Contra Costa
I live in
college
Pittsburgh, California.
Yeah.
Pittsburgh.
You still at that same spot?
I think so. I don't know if you were ever here. So have you ever come to my townhouse?
I remember a spot over near Railroad or something that you used to.
Okay. Yes, you've been here.
Okay. Yeah. Now that's beautiful. So here I am giving your address, so they're going to be showing up at your house now. But man,
depends on who it is showing up.
Well, it's true. We got to send someone good looking. All right. So I got you back. So man, brother, man,
we won't get into that.
Man, it's such an honor to have you on the show, and I got to say, man,
the honor is all mine, brother.
But we got to.
And I hope the first parts of the show, I was a little nervous. I'm starting to finally warm up a little bit now.
Now you warm up. Now we got to go.
Use. Oh man, no
you're using it. This is all flowing nice.
Yeah, this is our first time doing this, so we're kind of getting practice because
doing a great job. Looks like to me.
Thank you. Man, hey, you got a great story. So the beautiful thing is you've done all this. You've been in the Bay a long time, and we wanted to shed a light because the whole meaning of the show, and I say this almost on every show, is that there are a lot of talented people who just do not get any accolades, right? And I've played with a good portion of them, and I'm sitting there going, man, this guy's a freaking genius. And no one gets any love. And I'm like, man, we have to do this show, Bay Legends, man. And here you are, you're one of them.
Really appreciate it.
We're going to do a lot of beautiful music. We have so much more to go. I'm learning every day. I know you're learning every day. We're going to do beautiful records. We're going to keep recording until we croak. That's it.
Absolutely. Yeah. That's all we can do, man.
I'll be at my own.
All we got.
Pluck it.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. And Tim, I don't have a studio anymore. So guess what?
Hey, man, I can help.
Call a brother. Not only if he's got too many fish to fry. If he can't, if he got too many fish going on and buckets of chicken,
hey man, if you guys are writing, I want to be a part of it. Let me in. And you can come here.
You better get down here in about 30 minutes.
Straight up, man. Y'all got to get me in, bro.
Oh, no problem.
Man, I'm definitely down to do that.
Yep, absolutely. Great to see you guys, man.
Yeah, so we're gonna let you go.
Man, that was a surprise to see Randy, man. That's great to see you, dude.
It's been a minute.
Yeah.
It's been a minute.
Yeah.
So
hey man, hey Tim.
Yeah.
I lost 70 pounds, bro.
You're kidding me.
Oh yeah, he's
you didn't have 70 to lose.
I just weighed in it. No, I did, man. When I went through a major depression thing with colorblind and my dad,
so you blew up.
And
yeah.
I blew up, man. 250.
No way.
And
wow.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, I hit 180 2 days ago. Yeah, I could kind of fake it and wear the clothes and stuff, but and the genetics kind of got me by. But man, brother, I was feeling it, and health is so important, man, especially with musicians,
big
man, because you gotta have that body together. So you know what, man, I just realized that okay, all this stuff is past. I want to play again, and man, thank you so much, Simon, bro. Man. I mean, I'm not doing this. I'm not saying this for nothing else, but man, I love you, brother, man.
I love both of you guys, man.
Man, love you too.
We might have to end it.
Yeah, homeboy pulled me out, man.
Because I've been sucking my gut in for
the shit. I'm gonna cry.
Hey, man, I'm playing a gig with Simon in a couple of weeks.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Oh, that's
I'm
right.
coming.
On 30.
Hey, man.
Dude, you're invited. It's at Wilson's home, dude. You're invited.
Oh man, there's gonna be some good.
What?
At
Wilson's house?
Yeah. Yeah. So
you may not. You probably shouldn't put that on the.
Oh, man, we should. Hey, Simon, man, we should do a live. Hey, Simon, we should bring the camera and do a live show.
Absolutely.
I mean, not a show, but just get a little clip.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That'd be kind of cool.
So
there's another little issue we need to talk about off camera on that.
Okay. Well, I've been sucking my gut in for the last hour, so since we're talking.
Dude, why?
Yeah, so I've been sucking it in.
It is what it is, bro. It is what it is.
Let it hang, man.
Yeah.
So,
hey man, you still riding bikes? You still riding?
Not as much as I used to. I still got my bike, but I don't ride.
Okay, I'm trying to get one, man. So
come on out, man. I got trails for days.
Oh, hey,
yeah.
Right. Pittsburgh's got some nice trails out
Absolutely, big time. Come on out, man.
Black Diamond Mines, man.
And like I said, Randy, this is not the ideal studio for recording here in my house. Like I said, you'd be back there in the bedroom.
Yeah.
But it came out sounding. You guys are hearing how it sounds. It came out sounding great.
Don't matter to me, man. I love home studios, bro. It's all about what it sounds like, right?
All about what it sounds like.
That vibe.
Pocket.
Yes, sir.
That vibe, it's locked in. It's history.
That's it.
Yes.
Man, good to see you guys, man.
So what's up with the gigs, man? Well, wait, are we signing off? Because I was just going to ask you about that's what I'm saying. Is there like any gigs coming up, or is there any?
We got our gig.
That's the only one I know of.
Yeah, I think I've done like.
Then we better start. Let's do some gigs down here.
All right.
Let's do it, man. Y'all should. Let's do that.
Let's do it. No, it's on. It's on.
And off the record, dude, you can right now. You can charge a little bit of extra money for somebody to see you.
I know that Facebook.
Are you feeling me?
Yeah.
No,
they are starving for music, bro.
Hey man.
Right.
You can charge a little extra now.
Let's do it.
Yeah, them cash apps are happening, man. Everybody's just like, hey, put in a tip, man. And people are doing it. That's so great. That's so awesome that people are actually, making some dough off of doing this internet stuff. Because
it's out there.
It takes a lot of time and effort and coordination and having the place. And
it does.
We're blessed. We're blessed right now, and we know all the people. We just had to have some place to do it.
Put it together, man.
Came together, brother.
Yep.
Bay Legends is going down in history.
Legends.
I appreciate you guys, man.
Thank you, Tim.
All right, I'm gonna sign off.
All right.
All right, man. Peace.
Love you, brother.
I love you back.
Yep.
Both of y'all.
Yeah. Hold on. Hey, hold on. No, check it out, guys. Everybody get your cell phone. Everybody get your cell phone. Get the camera.
My cell phone is being used right now, so I can't use it.
I'm going to take a picture.
I can't because mine is being used right now. But
okay, but this is funny, man. This looks so cool. Tim, you doing it?
I am doing
Tim,
it.
you doing it?
It's on. I got y'all. Right? Bam.
All right, I got
That's
you.
you right there.
Hey. Ready? 1, 2. No, you got to do it on 3. 1, 2, 3. That's hilarious.
All right, man.
Love you, brothers.
All right, take care, guys.
All right, peace out.
Yeah.
True.